How's it going, everybody? This is Rob Novakast back with another video. And, okay, I'm just going to say I came across this recently, and I didn't even know about this game until now. In fact, when I looked it up, I found a Let's Play from the Game Grumps. So, oh my gosh, how should I start this? First off, I think I should start off with, I'm not one who would agree with censorship, especially with games. I've always considered games as art, no matter how stupid, strange, violent, or just in some cases, because for some of these I don't play them, perverse, I wouldn't consider censoring them. You know, people, create games for a particular audience, and honestly, if a person likes that game, then honestly, I don't think it's to be censored. I will say that there are certain games that do kind of reach the borderline, but at the same time, it overall falls under freedom of speech. So when I heard about this, and I was just kind of browsing through the internet, I didn't even hear of this game before, but when looking it up, I saw that Game Grumps did a playthrough of it. So we're going to talk about Galgun, and I guess this is a series, and apparently the basic premise is it's like a, how should I put this? I guess if anything, the best way to describe it is it's an arcade shooter where you have, as the main enemy, girls that fawn over you, try to tackle you down or attack you. And your main goal is basically to shoot them and, for the lack of a better word, make them sexually aroused. Again, when it comes to weird games, I more than likely won't play it. So, yeah, that's the basic premise. And they come up with this ridiculous reason as to why you're doing it. So, I'm sure there's more to the game, but it's something that I probably won't touch, more than likely. But, looking it up too, apparently this game was also, it's been around for, not just for Xbox, but for PlayStation. And with an upcoming game, as far as I can see, it was supposed to come out for the PlayStation and Xbox, but they canceled. It's still coming out for the Nintendo Switch and Steam, but overall, when it comes to other games or other consoles, they decided to back down. After doing a little bit of research, and as well as looking at, an article or two, an article from Niche Gamer makes a remark that the reason behind Xbox One version being canceled is to ensure consistency on the platform after the game was reviewed by Microsoft and Inti Creates had discussed its release with the platform holder. This likely means Microsoft wanted content cut before it could be officially released on Xbox, which means Inti Create decided to just cancel the Xbox version as they wanted to maintain the same content across all platforms. Which I think is to assume that they were trying to make the game less lewd than it already is, which is interesting, especially when it comes to, the type of content. Again, especially with, a variety of different games and, from both Xbox and PlayStation that are not just lewd, but sometimes have complete nudity or sexual content.
I smell Jar Jar! You're ugly.
So, in the end of it, I don't understand, or at least I try to understand why they would do this. But at the same time, when it comes to, content-wise of what is in the game, again, as stupid and more likely perverse as it is, it more likely may or may not be as, or even greater, worse than what earlier games that have been produced for both the PlayStation and the Xbox. I more likely would have a better opinion if I watched or at least played the game, which saying, or at least seeing, I should say, the little bit from Game Grumps, it doesn't look like there's that much. I could be wrong though, but I'll let the audience decide. In fact, leave in the comments what you guys think. Should PlayStation or Xbox be so critical when it comes to this game, or be as critical as they already are? If you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one, and take care. Peace.